Hello, welcome along to Jeff's Stamps. Thank you very much for joining me. I have another one of these Indigo Kangaroo and Map stamps that I ordered. I ordered a couple, but they've arrived separately for some reason. Anyway, this one here, issued in 1915. It expired in 1968, so you couldn't use it after 1968. It's a definitive and topography, and it's in pretty good nick. Now I've had a look. This is a type 2. In other words, it has the second watermark. I'll see if I can show you that watermark. I'll just put this down for a sec and come back to it later. Put it over there. That's the actual watermark there. The fellow who sent this to me reckons the catalogue value is about $50. It's probably less than that, but in this book here, there's a couple of others there. In this book here, you can see this is the Renix Stamps of Australia catalogue. So that's it there, the second watermark, which is on that stamp. And it's 1915. It's in pretty good order as well. And if we go to the catalogue here, this is the current catalogue, but if we go to this catalogue here, that's the stamp we're looking at there. That indigo one there. And we'll go to K17, which is over on this page. And you can just see, if I can, sorry about the shaking, if I can just get my tongs here. That's my stamp there, 2.5D indigo. So if that was mint hinged, the catalogue value would be $2.50. Although even if I had one that was mint unhinged, I doubt I'd get $250. As I've said before, the catalogue value rarely reflects what collectors are prepared to pay in the real world. If it was mint hinged, $125, and it says here, fine used $30. Fine used $30. So he reckons I'd get, the catalogue value was $50. Now he got that valuation from the Australian Commonwealth Stamp Collectors Catalogue, and that's a very good catalogue as well. I haven't got it, but I put it on order, and that really goes into things like faults and watermarks, etc. So speaking of faults, there is a couple on here which I'm yet to track down, and this is what this guy sent me. Now, I don't know what that means. Is that, I'm not sure. It says flaw, but can anyone work out what that first word is, or if that's a couple of letters plus some numbers? And of course, the Australian Commonwealth Stamp Catalogue, that's what those letters stand for, 42, but $35. And he sent me these two stamps along with that. And another $2 there too. So I've got that Australian Commonwealth Stamp Catalogue on order, and I think that'll help me enormously. So they can go in with this lot here. Okay, and that indigo 2.5D. I'll add that to these ones over here. So that's what I've just added in there. That one, I got that recently. I've had these two for a while. These are interesting. These are actually together in a pair. So that one you can see that one on the right is not hinged, and it's mint, but there's a lot of toning on there, so that would bring the price down on that one. Otherwise, the catalogue value on that could have stretched to 250. So yeah, that's just the way things go, huh? And there's a few more Kangaroo and Map stamps with various dates there. I know I've got bits of paper and writing there. It doesn't look too flash, but this is only a stock book. It's not a display album. And I think I've shown people these before, but I have an enormous amount of King George V 1 penny reds. And this just goes on. There's a couple of overprints there on the top there. And there's cancels from Melbourne and Brisbane and Gympie and all over the shop. Perth. So yeah. Three halfpence, red, 1924. 1.5, tuppence, 1930, and so on, and into Halfpenny 1915, King George V, and it just goes on. But I like to get that catalogue to really narrow it down with watermarks, and I might have to readjust some of the dates that I've given some of these stamps once I get into the nitty-gritty of that, but it'll keep me going for quite some time, just sort of sorting out correct dates and watermarks, etc. I need to buy something, perhaps someone can recommend something that will be, instead of trying to hold the stamp up to the light and just trying to work out the watermark, is to try and find something that will show, instead of using chemicals, but there may be a machine I can put it in with a light that'll bring up the watermark and show it very clearly. So I'm still looking for that. Perhaps someone's got a recommendation. These are all still King George V's here. Various denominations and colours. Yeah, it just keeps going on. I still need more of these mustardy ones here. The olive green rather, 1933, 4pence. They're an interesting, nice looking stamp, aren't they? Yeah, so once I get that catalogue, it'll be a lot easier. Just before I go to, I'd like to show you these from the series New South Wales Railways. This is a parcel stamp, but it's in a block of 4. And it was issued about 1929, offset lithography. And you can see New South Wales down the bottom, and they just stamp in the various area. And it's a parcel stamp and in pretty good nick. All right, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. I've got some really lovely stamps, including some King George V stamps that I am expecting. I think I told you about that last time, but I can't wait to show you those. They are beautiful, a mint condition as well, and they're all together and they look absolutely gorgeous. But I'll show you those hopefully if they arrive on the next video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and all that, and thank you for my current subscribers as well. I do appreciate you watching. Bye for now.